Well, hello. This is actually my update for February. And we're into March. Spring. Looks like spring's already come here, huh? Well, I was going to talk to you about each plant as I can go through. I did notice why these turn red like this, as well as the aloe vera. I noticed this when they don't have enough water. It's not because they have too much light. They have too much water. They don't have enough water. So as you can see here, I soak my clay pots. And he's soaked up a lot of the water. That's how I water all of my cactus. You should never water your plants from the bottom up, but these, yes. Cactus, yes. So Mark is doing well. He recovered well. He's about to bloom all over. Let's see. See his little buds all over. I'm so pleased. He was so good to me. I had COVID. I did. And he made sure that I had, a lot of salsa. It was like a half a gallon. And I felt a lot better every time I ate it. These onions, I was going to tell you, I did watch. They have to be spooned. Now this is a regrown onion. So it's never really going to be a big onion for me. It's going to be more like a slip, if you know what those are. They're not going to get very big, not like a regular onion. But you still have to cut them back because that's when they know they're done. Or they tell you they're done is when they lean over. So you want to keep them standing up straight. I cut these off and oh God, did I make a really fabulous stir fry with it. Oh, it was really great. Coming off of COVID, everything tastes good when you can taste. And my parsley, I'm not too sure. I'm really not too sure what's going on with them. I know a couple of you garden, and I'm hoping that you'll help me out here. Is it turning red like this because it's getting too much sun? Or is it that it's not getting enough water like the other things I noticed were turning red? Because I want my parsley to be robust. I was going to do a video showing you how to take care of your stuff before you go on vacation. And I started 2 days early. So when I got home, this was wilted and the cilantro was wilted because I started 2 days early. I wanted to get a jump start. So we'll have a better plan coming up because I think I'm going to put everything on drip irrigation. This here got hit so hard because of that heater that it's just now coming back. So I'm going to have to cut all this off and cut it back and hope that it all comes back. It's a palm that needs very little moisture, but doesn't seem to like to be dried out by the heater. My chives now, I'm excited about this. Am I ever? I want to have a potato, but I need to repot it. We're going to have to do that. And I don't like this cocoa core. It dries out way too fast. If you're trying to speed the nutrients to your plant and you want to water every day, then I would say, yeah, use cocoa core. But if you're just growing, your everyday vegetables and stuff, I would say no. Because it gives too much option for there to be, look what happens when you don't water them enough. You stunt them back. You can even kill them. And this little cactus, somebody told me what this is called. Should have wrote it down. But he's doing well. See, he's putting off all kinds. They grow really weird. But wait till he starts vining. Because he's looking for the top of the canopy that he'll never find. Anyway, he's funny. This plant I kept in just a leaf like this. I kept for like 10 years in a cup. Because I didn't have any heat in my house and I didn't want to lose it. And it survived in my room at 45 degrees and 10 years. And it finally, when I put it in there, it just started growing for me again. And my Stella plant, you'll have to excuse the mess in my house because it is a mess. It's doing well since we potted it, but I noticed this. Yeah, I noticed a little bit of burn. Not too sure what that's from, but I'm gonna trim her up. But she looks really healthy, I think she does. Did we name her Stella then? I guess we might as well, because I call her my Stella plant. And here, this is what someone told me the name of, which is in here somewhere. I love this. You could take a leaf off of this and it'll root for you. I'm doing it. Just because I wanted to, and because my little cactus garden over here, it didn't all take, so I put some more pieces in there, and some of it has taken. It's okay, it's not adhered. It has taken. It's starting to root itself, but it takes a while. Cactus and succulents are a very small, slow-growing plant. There's a special succulent I want. It looks like a stone. Oh, they have all kinds of them, but we'll see. I haven't ordered it yet. And my ivy's coming back from when it got hit by the heater. It's much happier. I like this because it's a very low moisture plant too. And this will trail my borders of my house. And that's doing well too. Forget that. And he was doing fine. He just needed to have more water than I was giving him. And this one here was my air fern, and he started to die. I'm not too sure why. But can I get a look at that dragon? I never can show you my little dragon plant. Maybe he'll get bigger. And then my mom's plant is starting to really bloom. I need to center it. We'll do a video on that because I don't want to disrupt it too much. And put it in the middle and give it back to her. So it's springtime here pretty soon. She could watch it grow. Of course, Herbert is doing well. Oh, he's very happy. He's still not getting enough water. I think he was just dehydrated really bad. Yes, I've got a lot of lights to put up. Got to make a salad garden. And I've been checking and checking and checking and checking, and not yet. Not yet, but I've been keeping the top moist. And I think I'm hoping, but this is what I'm talking about spooning. Now this is what I would call a slip, what I was talking about when I did the store-bought. And you need to make sure that when they start to bulb, you expose the bulb to the root. And when I planted them wrong. You put them in the soil, in the hole, but you don't close the hole, you let the water do that. Because they want to be above soil. I have a young man, actually one of you, that is trying to help me with this. But I went to buy some and learn more buying them than I did trying to find out any information. Onions are a funny thing to grow. And you know what they carry a lot of mostly? Thrips. Which made me wonder about my thrip problem. Remember everywhere I put an onion to grow? Maybe that was stupid. Yeah, it was stupid of me. They should be isolated themselves. But we'll see. Those are my jalapenos. Now, my hospital area is just a mess. But this is one of my favorite plants, actually. This one, too. You can break off a leaf and root it. That's what's rooting over there in my cactus and succulent garden. But it's getting watered right now. See, it needed water. And that's how I water it usually, is by the bottom. I'm going to end up putting this in cactus soil, and I think it'll be happier in there. And a clay pot. That's beautiful. And, yep. Me and mint, I don't know what's up with this. I'm hoping it'll come back, but it was kind of close to the heater, but not too terribly close. I don't have a lot of luck with this. This, I'm waiting to see it starting to change color. It'll turn orange. We decided this is Peyton, of course. Peyton Manning. Well, you'll see why. It's orange. I'm a Broncos fan. My grandchildren gave me this. They call it a fire stick. That's not what it is. It's a bromeliad. And hopefully it'll get some pups on here. And that's how we have new plants. But I don't see any forming yet. Let's hope so. And I just soaked this one. And I'm waiting for it to bloom. It hasn't bloomed yet. The other one did. Huh. But it's healthy and happy. But I do the same thing. I soak the pot. And maybe he won't bloom this year. Those thrips really did a number on my garden. They really did. And of course, I was so worried about what I did to this one because I had it in, well, I had it under the wrong light and it reached for the light and it burnt its leaf. Well, I got to looking here. I'm sorry about the light. It's either too much light or I can't give you any. And it's starting to root. I need to get a pole for it. A vining pole. But I could tell it's starting to, see? It's starting to develop a new leaf. Which I'm really relieved about. This is one of my favorite plants. That's my Swiss cheese monstera. But I caught my dog nipping at this. I'm hoping it's coming back now. It went into dormancy. That's my Venus flytrap for winter. So I'm really hoping that he'll come back. I really liked him. He ate a lot during my thrip problem. We'll call it the thrip era. And the canna, since I put in the new light, yeah, it's really taking off. I will be really amazed and happy if it blooms. But, woohoo, thank you. This light burnt out. So I'm moving it and I'm going to put this one to where they're more side by side. Because I have these other lights for up here, which I'm really not wanting anything near that death zone for a while. But let me take you to the plant room, or my bloom room. If you're wondering what that is, it's not a fungus, no. I haven't worked it into the soil yet, and well, my mother gets upset when she sees me playing in the soil without gloves on when there's stuff in the soil. I have bone meal in here, and I looked it up, and bone meal is not something you should handle with your bare hands, ever. So I'll work that in with my little shovel. But these are going on my sandwich. Oh yes, I have some chicken that I have waiting. I love a chicken and tomato sandwich. And I just have little tomatoes, oh, kind of everywhere. Some of them I took off because they were just way too small and dried out looking to me. But they just keep going. So I noticed that they don't want to be anywhere directly underneath that light. So we're gonna go ahead and grow watermelon. Yes, we're gonna grow sugar baby watermelon, because we're just having such luck with this, and it stays out of the way of the light. I'm just gonna keep it over there to the side. See, it just keeps growing. There's more tomatoes over there. We're gonna have to clean this. I'm gonna have to show you how to do that. But hold on. I'm gonna have to try and yell because you're so far out of my reach. But these are the onions we planted. I'm still waiting for them to come up. I'm really hopeful about this. And the onions. Once I figured out they needed more water, I know it's always one or the other, they started to show. Now these I'm only gonna probably be able to use for, well, probably like green onions and stuff for cooking. But this one, I was told, for every leaf you should have a ring on your onion. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It says 7 on there. I cut them back because they were leaning. See, I can't have that. I can't have them do that because then they think they're done, and they're not done. So I spooned around there. And I do have little stakes because we're going to try to do this. These onions don't keep very well, the white ones, and I like them. So what we're going to try to do is stage them out. And what you can do if they keep falling over, and it's obviously not time for them to be ready, just put a little stick in there like that. Just giving them a little bit of support. And then keep spooning it around there as they're starting to bulb. So we'll see, because, ooh, this one lady one time got me so excited over leek soup. So leeks would be really fun. And then, is that all we did here? Yeah, this is my question. I have to find out. My cilantro took a whacking while I was on vacation because I watered it early. And now it is trying to, as you can see, flower, and I'm letting it for the seed. But what my question is can I cut this back for it to regrow? Otherwise we're going to have to, well, we're just going to have to keep repotting it. Because it tasted so good. Oh, did it ever. The smell was just wonderful. It was the first thing I was able to really taste really well coming out of COVID. So that's it. That's all I have for you today. I hope that you have a wonderful day. I will as well, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.